fan car project that started as a partnership between Red Bull Racing and Gran Turismo continued at full throttle after the blockbuster release of Gran Turismo 5. Red Bull's racing chief technical officer Adrian Newey and Gran Turismo producer Kazunori Yamachi further refined their radical concept to create the fastest race car on Earth. No holds barred. The result was the X 2014 series, announced at the end of 2013 in Gran Turismo 6. At the pinnacle of the X 2014 series is the fan car. The turbocharged 3-liter V6 of the X 2011 was tuned to achieve a much more tractable power curve. While maximum output decreased from 1,479 brake horsepower to 1,183 brake horsepower, overall performance was enhanced thanks to several improvements throughout the car. Efficiency of the rear axial flow fan was improved, and along with careful refinement of internal air ducts, the downforce achieved with the ground effect skirt was boosted significantly and maintained regardless of vehicle speed. To complement the increased downforce, body aerodynamics were streamlined to reduce drag so that the new car is able to reach the same maximum speed without the need for an extremely high-powered engine. The refinement of the X 2014 results in a vastly improved driving experience. It is the birth of the ultimate race car. Drop the mic. Alright, nicely said. Alright, so let's check out some of his specs, shall we? You know, it's a beautiful thing, that car. It's just a shame it doesn't exist yet. But you know, F1's gotta rock how F1's gotta rock. Oh, now we're checking out some specs. Alright, if you ever wonder how I make my cars, this is how I do it. Suspension, leave almost everything stock. Except for the damn brakes. I always supply racing brakes when I can. Because if you keep shit stock, oh, you're going to have a bad day. Especially at the speeds I'm going. Transmission, usually like a dog clutch. It's usually a 7-speed. Rarely it's a 6-speed, but you know, and my final gear, I always like to yank it all the way back to a short gear ratio. So that way I get the maximum performance I need. Drivetrain, nothing too special there. Torque, I'm starting to fool around with now, but not before, not during this race. Usually put the acceleration sensitivity all the way to the rear, so that way the tires can get the utmost power. And speaking of which, I always max out that section, so you know, not much to be said. And body is pretty standard. I like to keep my shit stock, so, because I like air conditioning. I mean, I like sweating. But Argentinian businessman Horacio Pagani's background as a designer worked in his favor when he established Automobili Pagani in Modena, Italy, and then, in 1999, announced the company's first supercar. After all, this is a man who worked on the Lamborghini Countach Anniversary. His first model, the Zonda, was developed with another famous Argentinian, legendary racing driver Juan Manuel Fangio, serving as an advisor. A car focused purely on driving performance, it was an extremely expensive, limited production model, but it certainly proved its mettle on the track, even recording the fastest lap at the world-famous Nürburgring track in Germany up to that point. Highly regarded by many, it sold out immediately. The Zonda's successor was the Huayra, which made its debut in 2011. A newly developed monocoque frame combining carbon and titanium incorporates the gullwing doors that are carried over from the Zonda. But in contrast to the sharp, edgy styling of the Zonda, the Huayra instead adopted beautiful, flowing lines, and is a vehicle which marries high build quality with the utmost in supercar performance. The mostly carbon fiber body encases a luxurious interior, which combines leather, aluminum, and carbon. In terms of aerodynamic, the 4 variable flaps in the front and rear of the car automatically adjusts downforce while also serving as air brakes. Under its hood is the same 6-liter hand-built AMG V12 the Zonda, but twin turbochargers have been added for more power. The Huayra has 690 brake horsepower with 737 pound-feet of torque that's transferred to the ground via a 7-speed sequential transmission. With a 0 to 62 mile-an-hour acceleration of 3.2 seconds and a top speed of 234 miles an hour, it is one of the fastest cars ever to be built. But not modded. So, you know what's insane? Putting 2 turbos in a V10 engine. You know what's even more insane? Putting 3 turbos in a V10 engine. 310. What the fuck? What am I playing? The Crew? Ah, man. I've been watching that playthrough too many times. Okay. So let's see, suspension is, I'm rocking a soft suspension. Okay, so I'm expecting a lot of bumps. Well, this is an all-around car, so yeah, it goes on a lot of bumps here and there. So yeah, it makes sense for that. Transmission, dog clutch as always, and the final gear ratio is set to the utmost left, which means shorter gear ratios. Supposedly shorter gear ratios. The drivetrain, the acceleration sensitivity all the way up to the rear wheels. Braking sensitivity has been increased, I think, to 40, so a little bit more braking power. The power department, everything is maxed out. Oh, and we even have nitrous oxide up in this bitch. Yes, yeah. We are insane. We are absolutely crazy right now. We got 3 turbos, a V10 engine, and nitrous oxide. We about to blow this bitch up. About to see some blue flames. Not really. That only happens in the Fast and the Furious. Not in real life. In real life, you never see blue flames. Or do you? Oh yeah, and the weight department kind of put the hood as a carbon hood with the paint color of the car. I can't disturb the paint of that car because it's awesome. And now we take it to the track. Route X, midnight, Saturday, in the middle of summer. 5 seconds to sheer paradise. Hold on, let me put on my headphones. Don't you fucking start without me. The national anthem plays. Stars back. I guess I just say fuck that. This is my national anthem. And we're off. I gotta say, launching in this car is better than the ultimate orgasm. Okay, guaranteed to make your girl come in under 2 seconds. Starting strong though, man. Doing 305 and holding that shit. Now 307. 309. Come on, 310. Oh! Fuck yeah. This car's laying down the law. Gotta say, this car is definitely a power puncher. Work in the middle of the street. Smart move. It's a neutral stance. He's not going to the super fast lanes, just keeping it almost dead center. Very important when you set up for this curve. Alright, swings in, he's going to swing back out. Then he's going to swing in, hit the second apex. Alright. That Huayra has some stiff competition, man. I don't know if he can do it. He's doing 305 flat out, man. That is some bullshit. Yeah, if he gets back up to 310, you know, this car should like piss all over that Pagani. It's like this to this car is like nothing. It's just doing its job. What it was made to do. Impress. Drop them panties, you know? Stuff like that. Get the driver inside. It's cool. I don't see any shaking, so he's pretty stable. And he's just enjoying the ride. Car is approaching the limiter, but it's not there. Not quite yet. It's just on the edge. It's like it wants to orgasm, but it can't. It just needs to have one final push just to take it over the edge. And it's at that moment where you realize who you really are as a person. I don't know how I was going with that. So. Alright, second corner. Or turn 3. The NASCAR world. Turns 3 and 4. Set the same way we set turns 1 and 2. Start out, dip in, go out, dip back in, and then finish her off. And done. Alright, so who needs a box of tissues? Damn, even someone now, this car sounds dangerous. Alright, Pagani, you're up. Go kick that ass, son. Alright, man. You gotta smoke him. You gotta smoke his ass. Use your NOS to your advantage. Ah, man. It's on, man. It's on like Donkey Kong. You can feel it. You can do this, man. You can smoke his ass. Take the offensive line. Take offensive lines. Oh. Oh, we got some wheel spin. Acceleration is a little slower, but he's building up. As long as he don't stop. Just keep building, man. Keep building. Use your car's aero to its advantage. But because you got that spoiler on the back of your car, you can't use the active aero back there. You have to use that spoiler. Hopefully it's enough. Hopefully that's enough. Which it isn't, because it's doing about 290 going up the hill, whereas the other car was doing 300 something, or 305. And NOS is now activated. Okay, we passed the 300 mark. So can we sustain 300? Stepping back down. Needs assistance. trying to keep it at 300. If I could keep it at 300, I could get the times close, and then I can, well, I don't know. I don't know, man. You're gonna lose a lot of time in turns 1 and 2. Because if you know this car, you have to lift off in order to make these turns. If you don't lift off, the car will fucking spin out. So that's a major disadvantage. Come on, keep it tight. Don't let it spit out. Okay, get back up there. Okay, second round of NOS attacks. I mean, this Bugatti's not laying down, man. It is fighting. Yeah, it's doing 295, man. It's not gonna be enough. You need more. You gotta dance up to 300. You gotta find a way to sustain that speed, man. At least the car's stable, but I think I know what I have to do in order to make up the difference. The car has to shed some weight. Damn. That's a hard choice. That's a hard call, man. If I shed the weight in the car, that means it takes away from me. I don't know if I can do that, man. If I make the car lighter, it may go faster. Man. Okay, so I could call this shit now. Round 1 goes to the RBX. Then we're gonna need a second run with this car. So you did good, kid, but your good wasn't enough. The car does look hot, though. I mean, you lost, but you lost in style, man. Alright, here's what we gotta do. We gotta shed some fucking weight. We gotta lose some shit. Alright. Okay, we gotta make up around 10 seconds. So we gotta do a lot in a short amount of time. Let's meet back up in 30. 30 minutes later. Alright, so this is what I did. I took off the rear wing. Active arrow is online. And then shed any weight inside the car because I was like, fuck it. This is round 2. Let's do it. More aggression. Alright, Horatio, let's see if your latest masterpiece can live up to its reputation. For actually going 230 miles an hour. So what I'm doing with this car right now is a bit bit outside of what Horatio kind of envisioned for it. Because I'm trying to make this bitch go over 300 miles an hour. Which is kind of insane if you think about it. It's like, yeah, 250 mph is like, that's so yesterday. It's like, this is the evolution of racing. Popping 315. know, I like how the gauges aren't really done. They're kind of half completed. 1.5, like 3/4 of the way completed. I don't want to say Horatio ran out of money, but you know, that does kind of look tacky. Just slightly. It's like slightly tacky. We're still losing a lot of time in the corners. Gotta fix that shit. Go to the low side. Go to the low side. Okay, he's low. That's good. Okay, second run of Nas. He's just cruising up. Okay, that was smart. That was smart. Get up to 290, then you still Nas to get up to 300. Okay, you're dancing at 297. Let's try and get it to 300. Gotta push that shit, man. Push it! At the 7K mark. Yeah, there's a 10 mph difference between you and the RBX right now. I think I know what you're trying to set up, though. It's like not going into the corners. You're not going to use knots, but coming out of the corners, you're going to use knots to build up speed. It's like against normal cars, that would help, but against a full-fledged, unrestricted racing machine, yeah, that shit's not going to help. You were good, kid. But not good enough. I need something faster. So, here's what I'm asking. Can a regular street car, if fully modified, can it beat a race car that has no rules, or that plays by no rules, which is what the RBX is? Does such a car exist? Who will beat the RBX? Find out next time on Route XYZ. Peace out.
You think you know what fast is? You know nothing. Witness the power.